Everyone thought the old truck driver was poor. The highway outside a small town in Texas was quiet that morning. The sun had barely risen, and a dusty old truck slowly rolled into a gas station. The truck looked like it had seen decades of hard work. Its paint was faded, the bumper slightly bent, and the engine made a rough sound every time it stopped. Behind the wheel was an old man. His clothes were simple: a worn-out jacket, old boots, and a gray beard that showed his age. When he stepped out of the truck, a few young people at the gas station glanced at him and quietly laughed. Inside the station, a young cashier named Jake watched him carefully. The old man counted a few bills slowly before paying. "You driving far today, sir?" Jake asked politely. The old man nodded. Just a little trip. Got a few places to visit." His voice was calm and kind. After paying, he walked back outside and climbed into the truck again. But before he could start the engine, something happened across the street. A young woman's car suddenly broke down in the middle of the road. Smoke started rising from the hood, and traffic behind her began honking loudly. She looked scared and confused. Many cars passed by, but no one stopped, except the old truck. The old man slowly pulled over, stepped out, and walked toward the woman. "Mind if I take a look?" he asked gently. The woman looked relieved. Please. I have no idea what happened." Within a few minutes, the old man opened the hood, checked a few things, and tightened a loose hose. Try starting it now," he said. The woman turned the key. The car started instantly. Her face lit up with surprise. "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." She reached into her purse. Please let me pay you." The old man shook his head and smiled. No need. Just help someone else when they need it." He walked back to his old truck and drove away. But the story didn't end there. Later that afternoon, something unusual happened in that same small town. Several expensive black SUVs arrived near the town hall. People began whispering and gathering around, curious about what was going on. Then the old truck slowly drove into the parking lot. Everyone stared. The same old man stepped out of the truck again. But this time, the mayor of the town walked straight toward him and shook his hand with great respect. "Ladies and gentlemen," the mayor announced loudly, "please welcome Mr. Daniel Harper." People looked confused. The mayor continued. 30 years ago, this man started one of the largest transportation companies in the country. His trucks deliver food, medicine, and supplies across America. Gasps spread through the crowd. That company now employs over 20,000 drivers, the mayor said. People couldn't believe it. The old man in the dusty truck was actually a billionaire businessman. A reporter stepped forward and asked the question everyone was thinking. "Mr. Harper, if you're so successful, why do you still drive this old truck?" The old man smiled softly. "This truck," he said, gently touching the hood, "was the first truck I ever bought when I had nothing." He paused. "It reminds me where I came from and how important it is to stay humble." The crowd became quiet. Then someone recognized the young woman whose car he had fixed earlier. She stood in the crowd, shocked. Tears filled her eyes. The man she thought was just a poor truck driver actually been one of the most successful people in the country. But he still chose kindness. Before leaving, the old man looked at the crowd and said one last thing. Never judge someone by what they drive or what they wear." He climbed back into his old truck, started the engine, and slowly drove away down the highway. This time, nobody laughed. Everyone watched with respect, because sometimes the richest people are the ones who stay the most humble.